Namaste, dear listeners. Welcome to the Iowa channel Astro In with Abhi, bringing in awareness for Abhi, oneness in astrology and spirituality. Guys, there was a question given to me some time back, and I deliberately never answered that because it wasn't the right time to answer that because of time. So, obviously, such a question requires an in-depth answer. Otherwise, it's not justice enough. So, it's best to answer it on the podcast, then the live. And the question is, Abi, how can the Kundali, the Navamsa chart, impact somebody's marriage? Look, I get the question. It was asked very differently on the live versus on WhatsApp. Now, I want you guys to try and look at away from you. Have you try and remember, if you can, and this you'll see happen in India a lot. At that specific day, at that specific time, the girl and the guy needs to wed. Not a minute after, not a minute later. At that specific time, on that year, on that month, on that day, on that hour, and that minute. Why? Your birth chart or the Navamsa chart, when you're comparing two charts of the or two kundalis in your natal charts, and you're comparing, a seasoned astrologer, Vedic astrologer, will be able to see, comparing both energies, if they have to combine, at what year, if they commit and take the sacred vows, at what year, what month, what day, and definitely what hour will be at the strongest to keep this marriage strong. That is the apex. I call it the apex, the peak. And any time before that, and any time after that, based on those two energies, the probability of strength starts to decrease on either side. Like if you look at a pyramid, the apex is at the top, and then on either side, if it's too early or too late, or later than that, it's still strong, but the strength starts to decline. But it's still strong, but it starts to decline. So this is why it's so important to have both birth charts compared by a Vedic astrologer. And why I say Vedic astrologer is because of the nakshatras. Nakshatras are constellations. And in Vedic astrology, one has a look at the Navamsa chart, Rasi, and the natal. In Western astrology, it's just your natal chart, your Lagna chart. Well, obviously, if you see a monologist, he will be able to generate a Rasi chart in some cases, in most cases, sorry. But the Navamsa chart is just as important as the Kundli and the Rasi. In fact, I work on 3 charts. I work on the Navamsa, Lagna, and Rasi. I don't ever separate them. I work on them individually and then I combine the energies up together. Now, to compare two people's energies, we must understand that everybody is vibrating on their own frequency depending on the thought, word, and action karma. Now you want to combine both energies and you want to say this is going to happen for life. Obviously, when you combine both energies together, the Earth's vibration needs to match also. The planets need to be in a strong supportive point at that time, that day, that month, that year. They need to be at its strongest to support that. That's when the nuptial vows are taken, or the spiritual vows are taken, sorry. See, so through the use of a Navamsa chart in accordance with or in conjunction with the natal and the Rasi, one can clearly compare both individuals and suss out the best time, place, and definitely year, month, and day for such a happening of marriage. Now, if you are wanting to compare your chart with somebody, then you can always talk to me on 076 331 Give me both date of births, and I will compare both energies and bringing them together, what will happen? What will work and what will not work? How to work with that which cannot work, or how to work with that which is not working. Basically, it's a guideline of what energies are where, and when combined, what it gives off, what are the development areas, what are the strengths, and how to work with it from there. And so thank you very much, dear listeners. Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Hari Bol.